Fox News has confirmed that the FBI and CIA and the National Security Agency were all served today with subpoenas issued by the House Intelligence Committee. Sources said each of these subpoenas referenced unmasking and each named as figures of interest 3 senior Obama-era officials. Former White House National Security Advisor Susan Rice was identified by multiple news organizations last month as someone who requested that names of Trump associates that had appeared in coded form in classified intelligence reports be identified for her or unmasked. Rice at the time denied wrongdoing and told us today through a spokesperson that she is unaware of any subpoenas, quote, directed at her. Former CIA Director John Brennan was also named on the subpoenas. In testimony last week, Brennan decried the leaks of classified information that have bedeviled the Trump administration and which some believe was linked to the unmasking activity. Brennan declined our request for comment. Most noteworthy was the subpoena's naming of Samantha Power. The former UN ambassador has not previously surfaced in the unmasking controversy. A Pulitzer Prize-winning historian, Power served in Barack Obama's Senate office before joining his administration. House investigators told Fox News they are now devoting greater scrutiny to Power because they have come to see her role in the unmasking as larger than previously known. Today's disclosures about Samantha Power may explain a somewhat cryptic exchange that occurred at the Brennan hearing last week, initiated by Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy of South Carolina.
Do you recall any U.S. ambassadors asking that names be unmasked?
I don't know. Maybe it's ringing a vague bell, but I could not answer with any confidence.
Do you remember back just a few months ago when Devin Nunes suddenly ran from his office in the House of Representatives to the White House, and we learned what that was about? Some NSA agents had come to him with some raw data. It was so hot, he had to tell the White House about it immediately. It was so hot that he decided he had to recuse himself from the Russian investigation. He's back in the Russian investigation. What do you think it was? Evidence of unmasking for political purposes, the use of raw intelligence data for political purposes. That is the most serious threat to personal liberty in America and to the stability of this country since the Civil War. This comes under the bailiwick of Bob Mueller next, because unmasking for legitimate intelligence purposes. You have in your hands the transcript of a conversation between an American and a foreign spy. It doesn't make sense unless you know who the American is. You can unmask the American for that purpose. It's perfectly lawful. Unmasking for political purposes is hacking, and that's a felony that they ought to be prosecuted for, and that's part of what Bob Mueller is looking at.
Misdeeds exposed with some help from the Kremlin. WikiLeaks published the emails we tossed. These are a few of the reasons I lost. Tantrums and breakdowns and fake tears with tissues. Obvious signs of some medical issues. Fainting and stumbling and eyes that go crossed. These are a few of the reasons I lost.
The use of my email account was turned into, the biggest scandal since Lord knows when. This was the biggest nothing burger ever. It was a mistake. I've said it was a mistake. I didn't break any rule. Nobody said don't do this, and I was very responsible and not at all careless.
Because of my gender, I think I've been slighted. There's a good chance that I may be indicted. Image as cold as a New England frost. These are a few of the reasons I lost. Currency laundered through Clinton Foundation. Influence peddling that threatens our nation. All the offenses I've seemed to amass. These are the reasons that Trump kicked my ass. When I'm lying, testifying, I concoct a tale. I look for excuses and others to blame, but I still may go to jail.
What do you know from funny, you